Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we are starting the video off in the parking lot of Toys R Us because I was gonna go over to Hot Topic, but then I remembered that this is on the way, so we might as well come here too. And if you're curious what I'm looking for over at Hot Topic, it is the brand new Snoop Dogg album cover. My location got in 6, so fingers crossed I still have one. And anyways, in the meantime, let's go into Toys R Us. Also, who else doesn't love autumn? And now, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not seeing anything too new, but they do always have a lot of really great exclusives. And because we're here in Canada, we get a lot of random exclusives that we don't have stores for. So like Omega Red, who I believe is normally over at, I want to say, Walgreens, and then we get a lot of the Target exclusives, as well as a bunch of random con ones that you wouldn't see anywhere else. And actually, down here is a great example, because all of these were normally Target exclusives, but here in Canada, we're getting them at Toys R Us. Oh, and then over here, I don't know if they still have it, but there was a hooded Obi-Wan for a little while, normally a Funko Shop exclusive. It looks like he's sold out. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, a lot of you guys have let me know that this is the most Moon Knight figures you've ever seen, with these two down here, as well as the actual Moon Knight figure, and I always just see them, so I never really thought about it. But I guess now that you say it, that is a lot of Moon Knight figures, and this is pretty much the only place I ever see them. Oh, and apparently the unmasked version of Buzz Lightyear was supposed to be coming to Canada soon here. I'm just not seeing it yet. And now while we're here, I might as well come over to the U2 section to see if there's anything new, because you never know, there could be, and it looks like it's the same as usual. So let's just head over to Hot Topic. Actually, guys, I stand corrected. They did get in some new U2s, the brand new Avatar set, but still, let's keep going. So as you guys could probably tell, Toys R Us was pretty similar to the last time I was there, but now we are over at the outlet mall, so let's go to Hot Topic. And fingers crossed, like I said literally 2 seconds ago, fingers crossed they still have it. Okay, so we've made it to this section, and it looks like they do have the Snoop Dogg still. Okay, this thing, I mean, come on guys, it's amazing. And it looks like this isn't the only thing that they got in today, because they also got in the Alice Cooper Welcome to My Nightmare album cover, and then they got in this Chucky and Tiffany 2-pack, which looks pretty neat. And if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm getting this one yet. It would be pretty cool because it'd be my first Blacklight 2-pack, but I'm not sure. But here's the thing, and I know I'm gonna get hate for saying this, I really enjoy the Chucky Pops, but the Tiffany ones are just not doing it for me. So I think I'm gonna be leaving this one for today, but Snoop Dogg is definitely coming home with me. And then check this out, guys. They also got in the Black Panther comic cover. I definitely need to get this too. Oh, and then below that, guys, it looks like they got in a bunch of the Hello Kitty and Friends figures as well, like the Flocked Hot Topic exclusive, as well as I think actually the entire set, because they've got Pochaco, they've got Hello Kitty on this side. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Oh, and over on this side, it looks like the ornaments are now showing up in more places, because last year was literally just Walmart, then this year it's been Hallmark and Walmart, and now they're getting them over here at Hot Topic, and they don't have a huge variety, but still some good ones. And then taking a look around a little bit more, they've got some of the tie-dye Five Nights at Freddy's characters, as well as at the bottom there a bunch of the gingerbread ones. Then we've got the Proud Family, Black Adam, Batman, Zorro, E.T. with flowers, like some pretty interesting stuff. And then if you guys want to look higher, they've got a bunch of the Disney figures, and then over here some of the Harry Potter ones, actually most of the new Harry Potter wave. I think the only one they're missing from here is some of the bigger ones, and then maybe a normal size, because they've got Hermione back there. Yeah, they're missing Dobby, but if you guys want to check out this one, because I think it's the first time I've ever seen this Hermione Granger in stores, here she is. And also, it looks like they only have one left. Yeah, the rest is Harry. And then above that, we've got like some of the New York Comic Con exclusives, as well as a bunch of anime ones, and you guys told me to get Gloomy last time I was here, and I didn't, so I think today we're probably going to be grabbing them. And actually, one reason that I do want to get them anyways is because I do have a Gloomy figure already made by Super Plastic, so I figured this would be fun to pick up with it. Okay, so I'm out of Hot Topic, and that went way better than I expected. Like seriously, they had all 6 of the Snoop Doggs left. But wait, there's more, because we're also going to be going over to GameStop as well as Showcase, so I'll see you at the mall. And now, just like that, everybody, we have made it to the mall, and if I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what I'm looking for, but it's always good to check. And now our first stop at the mall is going to be GameStop, and I'm taking a dig here, and I'm seeing like some of the new BTS ones at the bottom, as well as some of the ones from Obi-Wan. And over here, I noticed this guy's finally, I'm able to find one, a fully hollowed Ichigo. If you guys remember a little while ago, I had found one of these at the GameStop, but the guy said he was shipping them to another store, so maybe this is where it came to. I'm not exactly sure, but whatever it is, I'm probably going to be getting him today. And then a little bit higher, we've got like some of the Fantastic Four ones that are on sale, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, actually a lot of the t-shirt bundles. If you guys want to check it out, we've got Bakugo, as well as this one over here, Doc, which looks pretty sick. And then just above that, we've got the Captain Marvel one, where she is Diamond Edition. And then above those, we've got like the Smee with Skull Rock, as well as Tom Brady, and some other pretty cool ones. And then way up at the top, we've got some other moments, as well as comic covers. But for the most part, if there's anything that I would have wanted in my collection, I've already picked it up. So I think we're just going to be going for a fully hollowed Ichigo. I like saying the whole name. I don't know why. It's a pretty cool pop. Oh, and then I just noticed behind me, guys, there was some of the Canada exclusives with Yuppie, as well as the Raptor and the normal Raptor. And then behind that, check this out. The Imperial Rocket Trooper, which is definitely a cool one. Okay, now I made it over to Showcase, and this is what their Funko section is looking like. And I gotta say, pretty decent, bigger than the last one I went to, but there's nothing I'm on the hunt for here. Like, they do have some good stuff like Douglas, which is always cool to see, and then some of the Five Nights at Freddy's ones, but if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I need anything for my collection that I don't already have. Oh, but then hold on guys, up here at the front, I ran into the Five Nights at Freddy's action figures, and I do have these two already, but I don't have the glow-in-the-dark Toxic Springtrap. We're gonna have to get them. Alrighty, well, I left for Snoop Dogg and I got Snoop Dogg. Oh, and I also want to let you guys know that when I went over to GameStop, I pre-ordered all of the other Snoop Dogg pops, or at least the common ones. And I know that there's going to be some other stuff that's like exclusive to the Funko shop, and I'm going to work on that as well. Oh, actually, the only thing that I wasn't able to get was the Funko Gold. I don't know, I've never been able to pre-order them over at GameStop. If you guys know how I could, please let me know in the comment section below. Because that one has a chase, and I'm really hoping that I'm able to get it because the head has been swapped to a dog. It's pretty funny. And now before we get into what I got over at Hot Topic, let's start with what I got over at the mall, because there was two things that I got. The fully hollowified, oh no, I've been saying hollowed the entire time. Fully hollowified Ichigo. Why is that a weird word? I guess it's probably because it's not a real word. I don't know, I've never heard of hollowified before, but anyways, it's a really sick pop and I'm glad I got it. And if you guys are curious who's on the back side here, it's the exact same ones we've seen before, nothing new. Oh, and I just noticed there's a hole going all the way through this figure. I gotta take it out to look at it. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't know how I didn't notice that, but that is a really nice detail. Maybe the first pop that's ever done that. And then you guys saw what I got over at Showcase. It was the glow-in-the-dark Toxic Springtrap, a pretty sick figure. And if you're curious what's on the back of the box here, there are 4 other characters in the set, and if I see them, I'm probably gonna pick them up. Alrighty, now let's get into what I got over at Hot Topic, starting with wait, it's not Do, it's Snoop. Snoop! You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be honest, for the longest time, I always thought the song was Do, but then I looked it up and it's actually Snoop, and it makes a little bit more sense. I mean, of course, because it is Snoop Dogg. And anyways, if you guys want to take a look at it, here is the album cover. And honestly, this released way quicker than I expected. And also, it released just in time for my 420 special, if we do hit that. So subscribe, because we're getting close. And now one thing that I gotta say is that the Snoop Dogg Funko Pop is in the perfect spot so that way I can show you guys the front. I don't know if I want to show, like, is it, whatever, I'll do it anyways. I apologize. There it is. I mean, when you clicked on the video, you knew you were getting Snoop Dogg. And now the only thing I'm a little bit bummed about is that you can't take the figure out of the casing, and I'm really hoping that Funko does make it easier in the future so you can, because it'd be really cool to have that Snoop Dogg by himself. But still, taking a look at him like this, it really does look amazing. And I'm so glad that Funko is finally making Snoop Dogg stuff, and there was supposed to be one that released a long time ago, and it was maybe like 6 or 7 in the Rocks line, and for some reason that one never happened, but now we're getting a way bigger collaboration. I really enjoy it. And then next up over at Hot Topic, I ended up getting the Black Panther comic cover. You guys saw me pick this up, but if you want to see it a little bit closer up, here it is. And then on the back side, that's what the cover looks like. Oh, and I did just see over at the Funko Hollywood store, they announced a brand new Black Panther that goes with the display for Black Panther they have in the shop. And I'm hoping that I will be able to get that one eventually, but it's only exclusive to there, and I don't believe it's going online, so if I can figure out how to get that, I will. It just might take a little bit of finagling. Oh, and now here's something I never noticed. They actually have a fun base for the bottom of this one. Like with the Snoop Dogg, it was just kind of like a silver one, but if you look here, he's actually got like sand and like a little bit of shrub. I was gonna say shrubbery. We'll say greenery at the bottom. It's a little too small for shrubs. Like seriously, really cool. But now that I've got him out of the box, I'm a little bit bummed that they didn't match the colors to the actual comic cover. Like you can see, the Black Panther is black instead of that kind of like dark blue and light blue. That would have been cool. And now here's the thing. It makes sense because he is Black Panther, but for it to match a little bit more would have been nice. But still, I gotta say that this is an amazing comic cover, and I'm so glad that I was able to get one because I was afraid they were gonna be sold out because they posted this like maybe 2 or 3 days ago now, and this kind of stuff usually goes pretty quickly. Alright, and then everybody, the last thing that I picked up today was the Flocked Gloomy, and I do understand that I didn't get the chase, same with the Ichigo. I didn't really care if I got the chase for those ones. I really just wanted the figure in the collection, and if I do ever see the chase in stores, I will pick it up, but for now, I'm okay with this one. And I do remember that there was a Gloomy that released exclusive to either either New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con. I think it was New York, but don't quote me on that, where he actually had a muzzle on and he was standing up instead of sitting. I might try to get that one next. Because now that I've got this one, I gotta say it is a pretty cute figure, even though he's got blood all over him. I don't know, I still really like him. And well guys, there you go. That is all of the stuff that I got today, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite thing that I got, because for me, it's definitely that Snoop Dogg album cover. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.